All right, man, let's get into it, man. All right, yo. Welcome to another episode of SSDTV. Before I get into the meat and potatoes about what I want to talk about on this episode, I just want to update you all. In case you all have not been paying attention, the Louisville Cardinals are currently on a streak. Yeah. Remember the last video I made about 40 something? I took a break, you know what I'm saying? Get shit situated, but I had to give it some time before I say, let me give it some time. People tell me I need to be patient. People telling me I need to chill out. Relax. It's the beginning of this season. The Louisville Cardinals are on a streak, ladies and gentlemen. Currently on an 8-game losing streak. All right. Hope it gets better. Their record currently is 2-10. Currently also 0-8 in ACC conference play. Our 2 wins this season are against Western Kentucky and FAMU. Yes. Our 2 wins this season are against Western Kentucky and FAMU. You might look at our schedule and say, damn, they didn't beat Lipscomb? No, we did not. We didn't beat Appalachian. We didn't beat Wright State. We didn't beat Bellarmine. The list goes on and on. All right. The guys are currently 2-10. And I saw a clip the other day where Kenny Payne was like, I'm evaluating my guys. My guys they're on 2 different sets of evaluation, on evaluation from the inner circle and on evaluation on the outer circle, you know, the fans and everything like that. And he was like, to sum it up, he pretty much was saying, if you all are upset about the product I'm currently putting on the floor, trust and believe you all will be more upset if I put what's on the bench on the floor. Long story short, Kenny Payne is saying that this team is ass in a very, very nice way, PC way. But this is a very, 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 very bad basketball team. One of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen in my entire life. Been watching basketball for 20 plus years of my life. I've never seen a basketball team this bad on any level. And I'm talking middle school, high, on any level. Never seen a basketball team this bad. But yes, the team is very, very bad. Like I said, I like Kenny Payne. I think he's going to do well in the future. Just this season is a wash. But I will say this though, the one thing that makes this season tolerable is that them boys in blue, the Kentucky Wildcats, they're having a year so bad that the fans have finally woke up and said, I think it's time we get rid of Cal. I know fans have finally woke up and said, dang, man. I had somebody hit me up the other day and said, hey, man, I remember about 7-8 years ago, you told me Calipari couldn't coach. He was just a recruiter. I think I see that now. Like, he really can't coach. Like, he's lost all his good assistants and his assistants who were doing a lot of coaching and drawing up the plays and this and that and the third, like Kenny Payne, for example. They're all gone. They left Cal over the years, and he struggled. He's been struggling for a while. He's still getting talent, but he's struggling with the production of the product that he's putting on the court. And it's been a joy, man. I've been hearing it every day. We're living up here in Lexington, man. It's just these fans, like, they're sick of him. Like, they want him to go to Texas. They just want him to leave. But the thing is, though, he signed to a lifetime contract. And with him being signed to a lifetime contract, it's a very, very large lump sum of money that they would have to pay him in order to get him out of that contract. And, you know, I don't think Cal is that nice to be like, hey, guys, don't worry, I'll take a cut. And I also think Cal is about his money at the end of the day. And he's like, look, guys, I'll leave, but you got to pay me. I think the buyout, I've heard different numbers. I've heard the numbers be 39 million. I heard the number be 50 million. I heard the number be 75 million. I don't know, but either way, it's a lot of money to pay up at one moment, especially from a university. Not saying that Kentucky don't get it. I'm pretty sure the University of Kentucky got it, especially for the basketball team. I would hope they got it. But yeah, so with them being in turmoil up here in Lexington, and them one Cal gone, it kind of makes because they really can't make no fun of us because they've lost when every time we lose it's by 20 points, and when they lose it seems like they lose by about 15 or 20 points. So moral of the story, man, at the end of the day, it's been rough to be a Louisville Cardinal fan. But I will say this. I wanted to talk about my guy Lamar, man. The media has been out here trying to paint a picture of bruh. He should have went to the game. He should have played. You got guys like Mike Vick, who was supposed to be his mentor, talking about, it's the playoff time. I went out there with a torn MCL or a sprained MCL and woo-dee-woo-woo. Look, man, you can't tell somebody how to handle their injury, bro. You got to think about it, Vic. When you went out there and your leg was fucked up in the playoff game, bro, you was already on thin ice. You had to do it for the love. You out here, you had your situation where you went to jail, you came back, you on Philly and whatnot. But yeah, you had to do stuff like that, bro. You was never in this position that Lamar is in to potentially generate generational wealth, like to do something. I'm not gonna say revolutionary because it's not revolutionary, but to be one of the first of many to do it, to start a trend. Like, you have to understand, bro, like these contracts, especially for football, the contract, when you get your contract, it's never necessarily about you. It's about, I'm doing this so the next guy can get his money, and the next guy can get his money and get his money and get his money. You have to keep up with the trend, right? So of course Lamar is going to try to keep up with the trend. You could say that the trend was set by Deshaun Watson, and he shouldn't be getting $230 million from the Browns. That's another conversation for another day. But that is where the market is. And before I even get into the market side of it, I just want to stay on this. Like, guys like Mike Vick saying stuff like that. You got guys like Tim Hasselbeck talking about, guys, let's not ignore that if he does get franchise tag, why wouldn't he play on him? Because that's going to be the most money that he's ever made in his career up until today. Hey, bro, it's not about the franchise. It's not about the one-time payment lump sum money, bro. Like, football players don't want... Put like this, football players don't do 1 year mercenary deals like when they're in their prime. You know what I'm saying? They don't do, like, you might see a guy, he might go from one team here and one team there, a 1 year contract for this much money, or 1 year contract, like, but that's usually on the back end of his career. He could be a plug and play guy. He's a rotational guy. Like, he comes off the bench, whatever, he does what he does. But you'll never see like a star player, a MVP caliber player, a Madden cover caliber player. You're not going to see them do a 1 year. So the issue with the franchise tag is, the player will take it for that 1 year, but they don't want to be having to get a new contract every year. That's why you can only franchise tag a player twice. After that, you can't franchise tag them no more. And like, for him to say that, Hasselbeck to say that, like, it really hit a nerve with me, because I'm like, dog, you played football. Yeah, you didn't play football at the caliber of somebody like Lamar, but you played football and you played that position. So you understand, nobody wants a 1 year contract, bro. The whole point of you getting your first big and major contract when you come off your rookie deal is getting something with the longevity, especially in a sport like football. And I was mad that they let him get that off, but I'm like, bro, I get, they got to let him get it off because that's that man's angle. But the angle was bogus, bro. And it really pissed me off. Now, to get into the contracts and to get into how players are supposed to, like, next man up. What really messed it up was, okay, so Deshaun got his, it's the 230, right? What kind of messed it up was Kyler got everything he could have got, but it wasn't really Kyler. It was really Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. They kind of took a pay cut. Like, they didn't take that step to push the guaranteed contract. Because guaranteed contracts are not something mandatory that teams have to do. Like Kirk Cousins really like he did that. Like current modern times, like he did that. He got the first fully guaranteed contract in football, like 84 or 86 million or something like that. For over 4 years, I think that's what it was. But he got that. Like it's never been done before. And then guys that signed deals after him, they just didn't push for that guaranteed contract, so it didn't become the norm. But that's why guaranteed contracts became the norm in basketball, because after the first person got the guaranteed contract, the next person pushed forward, the next person and now it's a trend. They don't have to give these guys guaranteed contracts, but the players set the market. The market is the market. And Lamar is looking at it like, hey, Baltimore, the market is 230 million guaranteed. I would like to be in that ballpark, if not more, before we even started any type of discussion. There was rumors that came out, I wanted to talk about it a while ago, but there was rumors that came out this week that his signing bonus was 133. The contract was 200 or 210 or something like that guaranteed. And then it was like 270 total. It's great. That's great. And when that news broke, I said, damn, it's not just about the money. It's getting to the point now where it's not just about the money. And I said, okay, I honestly, I think he's going to stay in Baltimore for reasons of this. I don't think they were investing in necessarily the offensive weapons that they need to put around. I mean, if you just look around, bro, like look at what these other top tier quarterbacks are throwing to the quarterbacks that are in his echelon of caliber and the young pedigree quarterbacks in the league, the Burrows, the Allens and all that. I mean, look, Kyler Murray got D-Hop. No, we don't know how long he's gonna have D-Hop, but Cardinals went out there and got D-Hop for bro. All right. Burrow got Mixon, Chase, Higgins, Boyd, good tight end. Excuse me. Then, I mean, even Cleveland, you got Chubb, Kareem Hunt, I believe Austin Hooper's still there, Amari Cooper, Peoples-Jones, like, you got people. Herbert, he got Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, like Tua, Waddle, Reek, Gesicki, like you feel like Josh Allen, Diggs, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox, like you look at Lamar got Mark Andrews, a hurt Rashad Bateman, and a kick returner. No offense to Devin Duvernay. Duvernay's nice, but you're not a number one. Maybe a number two in some good situations, but you're really a three. Like you're really a slot guy. Like you're not really a 1 or 2. You digs? No offense to Devin Duvernay, but that just is what it is, bro. Like, and Mark Andrews is cool. I think Mark Andrews is probably a top 5 tight end, but a top 5 tight end being your best weapon, nah, not in today's league. Like, I'm not gonna say your best, but I'm gonna say really your only pass catching weapon. Like everybody else are just a bunch of dudes. Like that's why the Ravens feel like they could bring in a 35-year-old Deshaun Jackson, a dude. That's why they brought in old ass, young ass journeyman Sammy Watkins. That's another thing, bro. How is Sammy Watkins gonna get on the team, bro? The week of the playoff game and feel like he can talk about Lamar and stuff like he been there. It's like, bro, don't get me wrong, bro. When Sammy was healthy and younger, he was a dog. But bro, you not even in his like his level of play, bro. Like you really just came through today, bro. You don't even need to be talking on this man's situation with this team, bro. Cause who are you, bro? Like who are you? You feel me? So it's like, nah, I'm not. Like that's the type of dudes that they bringing in, thinking that they gonna help Lamar get to the next level. And like I said, we've seen Greg Roman have success before, but coordinators have their moments, bro. And I feel like Greg Roman's like moment of being that type of coordinator and shit working, it's kind of hit its wall. Like he has to change it up and either get better talent or open up the playbook a little bit more. And I feel like, honestly, in Lamar, is realizing like, hey, I'm never gonna be truly respected as the Burrow and the Herberts and the Allens, and just because I don't necessarily, they say I don't do it enough from the pocket, and our offense is based on running the ball. And don't get me wrong, I can do that, but just because I can do that doesn't mean I want to always do that. Like, I know I'm amazing, I know I'm great, I know I can win doing this style, I know I can win with these guys, but that doesn't mean that I always want to have to do these great and amazing things. I don't want to always be Superman. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if Superman was a real person, he would have days where he's like, yo, I just want to be a regular guy. I don't want to, every day in regular activities and normal things I do, I don't want to have to be Superman. Like, Lamar doesn't want to have to be Superman every single game, every single Sunday. He's like, dog, I don't want to have to do this. Like, he's literally carries an entire offense on his back every single Sunday, bro. And we've seen it these last 5 to 6 weeks that he's been out, and the Ravens offense couldn't generate more than 13 points a game. 13 points a game. This man averages 28 a game. That's four tugs a game. That's why they were so successful when he's on the he's like 42 and like 13 or something over. Like, you don't come across a guy who can do that on a consistent basis, and you don't give him his bread. But now that the numbers have came out, and with Lamar sending his messages on Instagram and shit like that, and posting a picture in a Ravens jersey, because I honestly think Lamar is loyal. He wants to be a Raven to death. And I think the Ravens want him, but I really think that the deciding factor was, and this is going to go into my Harbaugh part too, because I got a bone to pick with John Harbaugh. Lamar wanted Greg Roman gone. Lamar wanted Greg Roman gone. And Roman had a year left on his contract. He stepped down, right? Now, during this whole process where it was like, oh, they're asking Harbaugh questions about Lamar, and Harbaugh's not really saying too much, and then he's never said one time that Lamar was too hurt to play. You know what I'm saying? That's your coach. You know what I'm saying? That's the coach. He's the coach. Coaches are going to be loyal to their players, are loyal to the staff, are loyal to ownership, right? And at first I was like, dang, Harbaugh's holding it down for the ownership. He's picked sides. No, he was siding with Greg. I feel like he knew that Lamar wanted Greg gone. And so in kind of being like a spiteful way, like he was kind of being vague, but no, he knows how the media is gonna view that. Like, Lamar and the players are saying that Lamar was too hurt. Look around his facility, this, isn't and third. How come all the opportunity John Harbaugh said to say that? He never said that not one time. I think Lamar knew. I think John Harbaugh knew, and Lamar wanted Greg Roman gone. So he was kind of like putting up a little fit. Like, he even had an attitude during the game. Like, he didn't want to talk to a reporter. Like, because I feel like he knew what was coming, and he didn't want to see Greg go. He knew that the Ravens probably weren't going to fire him, but the Ravens were definitely going to insist, hey, Greg, can you step down? We don't want to fire you, but can you just like step down? You know what I'm saying? Walk away from the situation. And that way, it's not that you got fired, and it's just going to look better. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think that's what the deciding factor was. Then they come out and they say that Lamar is going to be heavy in the influence in helping the search of finding a new offensive coordinator. So that just lets me know that Lamar wanted him gone. But at the same time, I feel like John was kind of low key holding his mans down. And at first I was like, yo, John, that's weak that you siding with the organization. You're not siding with your player. You talking about Lamar's your dog, side with your dog. But now that I see how it kind of played out, he was siding with his mans, and I can't fault him for that, you know. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, the media is going to take it and look at how they want to look at it. Now, I'm not saying I know this for sure. I'm not saying that I know for sure that John Harbaugh was holding it down for Greg Roman. That's why his answers were so vague when it came to Lamar and playing on last Sunday. But it would make sense. Why else would the head coach not, I don't want to say necessarily pick a side, but why would the coach leave it up for interpretation? Why would the coach, if that was true, not say, nah, he's too hurt, but instead he just kept on, beating around the bush type shit? And I really think it was because he knew that Lamar wanted Greg Roman gone. He didn't want Greg gone, but I mean, it's time. It's time. I don't want to say that the experiment is over, but that part of Lamar's career is over. It's time to elevate. It's bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Yeah, I'm a little biased because I'm a Louisville Cardinal fan, but he's the greatest college player I've ever seen in my life. Okay, he's number 2. Number 1 is Reggie. But Lamar, top 5. You turn on Lamar's college highlight tape, it's bananas, bro. It's nuts. That hot bananas. Like, if I still believe it to this day, how talented this dude is, bro. I feel like Lamar could throw a 50-yard pass. I ain't gonna say he could throw a 75-yard pass to himself. That's how I feel. I feel like he's that talented. His arm, he has the arm strength, and he has the mobility good enough to where, and he's just talented, bro. He'll go get that motherfucker, bro. If somebody told me, hey man, Lamar Jackson threw a 75-yard pass to himself, my response would be, I'm not surprised. You feel me? I'm not surprised, bro. So I think for his career and for his talent to be maximized, he needs to be in a system that maximizes everything that he does, bro. Like, I think he would excel so well in a Kyle Shanahan or Mike McDaniel's offense. I really think he would. I wholeheartedly think he would. I think he would do wonders in a Tom Brady, Byron Leftwich type offense. I really think he would. You give him an offensive line, you give him a running back who can go and get it like a Leonard Fournette, and you give him a goddamn Chris Godwin and a Mike Evans on the outside and a Gronk. Come on, man. Why can't he get that in Baltimore? Why can't Baltimore say, hey, look, okay, cool, we got us a Rashad Bateman, so a healthy Rashad Bateman, cool, like he could be Chris Godwin. I don't he might be better than Chris Godwin if he's healthy. I'm talking healthy Bates is nice. His issue is he can't stay healthy. Mark Andrews, top 5 tight end, boom. J.K. Dobbins, hey, I know the Ravens run a stable running backs, and J.K.'s had a little injury history over the last 2 seasons, but let me tell you something, man. When J.K.'s like that, J.K.'s one of them ones. So cool, y'all can keep J.K. All y'all need is an outside. Look, man, I'm not a fan of bruh, but I know he's available. Mike Thomas. Why not? Go get a Mike Thomas. Shit. D-Hop about to be on the market as well. Go get a Mike Thomas. Go get a D-Hop. You know what I'm saying? Invest. And y'all got a good offensive line already. The defense is there. Bring Marcus Peters back. Shit, fuck around, try to go get Ramsey. And if y'all can't bring Peters back, try to go get Ramsey or something. It's doable. These people are available. Mike Thomas is available. DeAndre Hopkins is available. Go get Lamar a true number 1. Go get Lamar somebody who has proven themselves. Go get somebody who is gonna want to play. Hey, I want to play with one of them quarterbacks. I want to play with one of them ones. I want to play with MVP. It's not that people didn't want to come to Baltimore because of Lamar. That's what the media wants you to believe. People didn't want to come to Baltimore because of Greg Roman. And Lamar realized that, like, guys don't want to come here. It's not me. Dudes mess with me all across the league, all across the world. It's not me. They don't want to play for him. They don't want to come be in his offense. It ain't that they don't want to play with me. They don't want to play in his offense, bruh. So the only way I'm going to be able to play with guys of that caliber, of a Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, like I'm going to be able to play with a guy like that, either I got to get out of here or he got to get out of here. And the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they didn't fire Greg Roman, but Greg Roman stepped away from the situation. Look, man. Now, I would want Lamar to leave the Ravens, because if he leaves the Ravens, it's a pretty good chance he might become a Jet. We got some shit we could trade for, bruh. We'll give him his money. He'll be the greatest quarterback in Jets history. I mean, I know some people want to say, because I mean, Joe Namath, Lamar. If Lamar Jackson ever was to put on a Jets uniform, if he puts on a New York Football Jets uniform, he's before he even throws a pass, he will be the greatest Jets player of all time. I don't care about no Joe Nate. I don't care about none of that. If Lamar Jackson puts on a Jets jersey going into next season, as soon as he sits down for his first press conference, he is the greatest Jets player of all time. It's not a debate. And I'm calling it right now. We are going to the Super Bowl. We got a Super Bowl defense. We got a young receiver in Garrett Wilson. We got Elijah Moore, dog. We got Breece Hall, dog. Offensive line's gonna be healthy. We got Mekhi Becton on the line. That's big dog right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you, if Lamar Jackson puts on a New York Jets jersey, he is the greatest Jet of all time. He ain't got to throw a pass. As soon as he puts that thing on, in the back of his jersey says Jackson over that 8, greatest Jet of all time. It's not up for debate. Debate your mama. Debate somebody who cares. I don't care. Greatest Jet ever. But personal opinion, I think he's gonna stay a Raven. He could also end up going to Miami. That's dangerous. That's real dangerous. If he goes to the Dolphins, they will be must-see TV. If he goes to the Dolphins, that will be the fastest offense in NFL history. If he was to go to the Dolphins, automatically the greatest show on turf. I know the Rams back in the day, greatest. The Dolphins got that. But hopefully he don't go there. If he does leave, hopefully he comes to New York. He's a Jet, you know what I mean? And but yeah, honestly, I really do think he's gonna end up staying in Baltimore. That's just how I think it's gonna go down. I just see like Baltimore, they might operate differently, but they're not stupid. I don't think they're stupid. I think they're stubborn, but I don't think they're stupid, and that's the difference. But yeah, man, hopefully Lamar gets his money like he should, because he deserves it. Best quarterback in the league, if you ask me. I don't care. I'm not a big fan of Josh Allen, not a big fan of Justin Herbert. I'm not counting the old guys like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. They're solidified at whatever, they're GOATs. But as far as the young players, young quarterbacks in the league, it's Lamar 1A and Joe Burrow 1B, in my opinion. That's just how I see it. Like, Smoking Joe's a tough guy. And I'm not counting Patty Mahomes in there, because Patty Mahomes, he different. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes is different. Like, he's really already kind of like, he's one of them guys. Like, I got him up there with Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's that dude, bro. I had him winning the league MVP this year. Before the year started, everybody was saying Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. I'm like, bro, if the Chiefs are 13-3 or whatever the hell they are, 14-3, 14-2, bro, I'm like, how is this man not gonna be MVP? He lost Tyreek Hill, and he just kept on doing what he does, bro. Didn't miss a beat, bro. I know he got Kelsey, but that's it. And he's like that. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, like, because they got an offense conducive to what he can do, and they got weapons. They got some weapons around him. I do like the Tony pickup. I think the Tony Tony was a great pickup. Tony, he's not Tyreek, but he could fill that void of, Tony a dog. So that was a good trade for them. But I mean, but they got Kelsey and shit like that, bro. So like they're Patty Mahomes is different. I don't put him in the category with the Burrow, Allens, Lamar, Herberts, Tua's, Dax. He's Deshaun when he's not doing what he's doing. Trevor Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? I just don't put, like, Mahomes is different, bro. He's different. But yeah, man, like I said, hopefully Lamar gets his bread, and shoot, we out, man. That's it. I ain't got too much else to talk about. Man, my dad has something else I want to talk about, but don't worry about that though. I'll get into that. But yeah, we out. Peace.